I tell you what, one of these days, I'm absolutely going to put Brad Staggs on the screen while we're doing the music there. Uh-oh. Didn't expect me to come to you so quickly, did you?
I'm always ready. I mean,
always? Are you?
I did just sit down and I had to run from the back of the warehouse here. But
what were you doing back there anyway?
We're cleaning things up. We're going through the warehouse and moving stuff around and
hold on.
Sweeping.
Are you at a hotel or a warehouse?
No, it's the warehouse of the motel. It's not a hotel, it's a motel.
My
There's
bad.
a difference.
So hold on. The warehouse is bigger than the motel, it would appear.
It's bigger on the inside.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
it just some things are physics-wise challenging.
For me, everything is challenging, especially math.
I can understand. Maths is hard.
So, as always, I want to thank Hero West for making sure that this show shows up everywhere, and we get on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, all the places. That'll be later on, and then it also appears at youtube.com/at the mic. There's a Rumble channel. I mean, wherever. There's no excuse. You should find this somewhere. Obviously, you're here on X, and this will be pinned to the top. There's archives up there. I'm gonna act like I'm on Brady Bunch. Yeah, see, it's pinned up there. See, it's up there. And
just
stuff.
make sure that you pin it in the right place, because afterward, I've seen people do that, and then there's nothing there, and you're like, dude, what a doof.
Okay, yeah, it takes a time. Yeah, and I often forget. It takes me days sometimes to remember to add these shows to the archive. If you missed yesterday's deep dive, we talked about the Ludlow Massacre, a very important event in American history back in 1914 in southern Colorado. It had a big impact on a lot of things in this country. And I appreciate y'all rolling with the technical issues. If you saw, there was a Google Cloud outage that affected StreamYard, so I had to use a backup feed. And
was it because of the protests?
Probably. And also, Gabby, thanks for all you do over Instagram. Don't forget, you can follow Gabby at Jeffy Apologist. Is that confusing or what? And then over on X, and then Wes, he's at that guy at PGU. And Mr. Brad Staggs, of course, thedailymojo.com, where he does his thing every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Rebecca is back. So what is so ironic, she comes to America. Hell, she comes to DFW. And we didn't, by the way, get to do lunch, the three of us. But she comes to DFW, and she isn't on the show for a couple of weeks. She has to fly to the other side of the planet in order to join us again. So anyway, it's great having you back here. I hope things are... How was your trip?
It was great. I am suffering from jet lag so bad. I came back yesterday, so... No.
Oh, you're a trooper.
The day before yesterday. Which day is it? It's Friday, right? Yeah, day before yesterday. See? I'm telling you.
Hey, who took care of your cat?
The pussy cat is looking good.
He is fat and heavy as usual and a big boy still. So
is that fat with a PH or an F?
Both.
Okay, just checking.
And so who was watching the kitty?
My mom was watching the kitty.
Okay. That's helpful.
So he's been home for the entirety of my trip.
Did he destroy anything because he was pissed at you for not being there?
Looks like he's pulled the curtain, like the thing that holds my curtains out of the wall a little bit. So I'm going to have to fix that because he's heavy. It's like 7 kilos. So he starts.
My mom won't watch my cat anymore.
Okay. Why?
Oh, she's dead.
How many pounds?
Are you? She just laughed at my mom being dead. I don't.
Well, your cat is 15.5 pounds, huh?
Holy crap. He's a big boy. I'm telling you.
Big boy. That's a big boy. Okay, so there's so much happening right now. I don't know. Has World War III started yet? It feels.
Yeah, like I think so. Yeah. Did you not see just minutes ago? Iran was bombing Tel Aviv, and there's an apartment building on fire.
Okay. See, and by the way, Kara 3022 and anybody. In the chat, I appreciate the updates because I'm too lazy typically to turn on the TV or the tablet or the extra phone. I'm looking at 3 dark screens right here. A good host would be monitoring what's happening in the world, especially if I had, I have options. But so thank you for all of your updates there in the chat. And that was one thing I saw. Jonathan said You guys couldn't chat yesterday when we were on the other provider, so that sucks. Sorry about that. And Leslie is asking if YouTube's not working. It doesn't air until 8 o'clock Eastern on Thursday and Friday nights. We no longer live stream over there. It's X or bust, Leslie. I'm sorry about that. And then there was another good question. And
because YouTube can be ick days.
Yeah. So, YouTube just pissed me off the last time.
That's what I said. They're ick
YouTube
days.
kicked me out once because I criticized China.
What?
How dare you?
Not that I'm surprised, but
yeah. Hold on a second. There was a good question here that I see over here that I don't see over here. Jonathan was asking, what does the PGU stand for on Wes's handle? It stands for Pat Gray Unleashed. That is the show that I produce over on the Blaze. That's my day job. And then one last thing here I want to get to. Oh, no, that's not it. Hooray for Gabby. Yes, Toby. But Toby was asking, Rebecca, how's your health? Is everything going well? Because I know you had a special visit to, I don't know, someplace here in Texas when you were here, right?
Oh, Little Belly pregnancy spa. Yeah.
You just hold on a second. They did an ultrasound for you, right?
Yes, they did. I went for a scan. It's really sweet. They have them all over Texas, actually. So
what do you? It's like you just walk in and be like, "Yo, I need an ultrasound. Here's how much they charge." You book
your appointment online, and then they call you. You confirm. It's like a drop-in thing, and yeah, they do gender reveal and like all of the different types of scans, and they do also pregnancy massage. And like if you're a woman and you're pregnant and you know how horrible your feet and your body aches, then the pregnancy massage is just because you're not supposed to get. There's a lot of things you're not supposed to do as a pregnant woman, so it's nice to have experts.
You women are always complaining about being pregnant. Just let us do it.
I would love to see you do it, Brad.
The species would die out next week if men had to be pregnant.
That's right.
I'm sorry, men can be pregnant. I apologize.
So hang on.
Probably get you flagged. Sorry to get you kicked off of X for saying that men couldn't get pregnant.
Right. So hang on a second. So you're saying that you know the gender of the baby, right?
Yeah, it's a girl.
But are you? What if the baby changes its mind and says, "Hey, I want to be a boy"?
There's no such thing.
I know.
Are they okay? Are they sure? I mean, can they be positive?
It would never be a hot like. Okay. I know of cases where they've thought, it's been a certain sex, and then the baby's born, and you're just like, "Whoops, they got it wrong." So I'm hoping I have my what do you call it? Like scheduled scan back here in Norway next week. So I hope that I get the same, that they see the same because I'm telling you.
You bought pink clothes?
I bought a lot of dresses. With little boots and cowboy hats on them and, horses and stuff.
Hang on.
It's 2025. You're covered either way.
Hell no.
You know what? Since Toby asked you, I'm kind of going to walk into something here a little bit earlier than I planned to, but I want to get this up here. Have you come up with a name yet for your baby girl?
Yes.
Okay. And are you sharing that name?
Yeah, people know.
Hold on. Before you tell us then, let's just see. Is it any of these names here? I know it's hard to read. Let me see if I can zoom in here. These are stunning, rare girl names for 2025. Are you ready? Are you going with Livingston?
No.
No? Okay. Monaco?
Nope.
Winslow?
Nope.
Della?
Hell no.
Everett? Greer? No. Stop me if any of these are what you're considering. Adela? Edie?
Excuse me, I have to interrupt. Yeah. Who the heck would name their baby Ireland after what goes on in Ireland?
Oh, yeah, Ireland, yeah.
I like Ireland. That's a nice name, though.
Yeah, but they're ruining it over there. It's getting a new a reputation, let's say.
Yeah.
Perla, Winter, Esty, Conley, Daly, Camden, Everlyn, Perry,
Theodora,
James, Naya, Matea, Nolan, Blythe, Blythe, Theodora, Avonlea, Sella, Lita, Delcy, Cove, Ellis, Afra, Dove, Isadora, Miller, Huntley, Esmeralda, Verity, What the hell is happening? Gaia. That's like that's what you worship the planet. Elia, Brighton, Hemsley, and Palma. None of those.
Esmeralda? What is that? Sounds like some weird ass science fiction name.
That was that was the cat. What was that cat's
Oh my
name?
god, the cat's driving me crazy over here.
AFRA is the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, that's our opera. That's not AFRA.
Okay, all right.
What was the other one? Everly? What was the other one? That last one?
I don't know. I closed it. Palma? Hemsley.
You bring her, you Palma.
Hemsley and Palma?
No Palma over here, I can tell you that. No, it's none of those names. No.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me see what else. I have something else here for you. There is an article that has. This is hysterical. The title of the article, the headline says, "Have baby names gone too far? The internet is divided on millennials' unique approach to naming their kids." And as the article says, here are some recent names. So this chick named Francesca Farrago named her kids Poetry and Locket. Let's see here. We've got Nara Smith named her daughters Whimsy Lou, Rumble Honey, and Slim Easy.
Rumble Honey?
I hope Slim Easy gets really fat.
Wow.
Sorry.
See, somebody somewhere is listening right now with that name.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel bad for it.
Here's a quote from somebody in the article. "We just named our baby John, and people are floored. Like, oldest name in the book, and people are shocked because we didn't name him Rockland or something." Let's see. Pony Ramon. Let's see here. Okay, I love this. This is somebody, I think in the comments wrote, "I've worked in veterinary medicine since I was 16, and I kid you not, people are naming their kids like dogs and their dogs like people. Why is your Yorkie poo Alexis and your son Ripley?" Let's see. Tangelo Rhombus Jones.
Tangelo is not a name.
I'm just reading the article, sir.
Orangelo is.
So did you want to tell us the name that you have chosen for your soon-to-be daughter, which is what, mid-November?
Mid-November, yes.
Okay.
Tangelo, isn't it?
Tangelo or Tangela?
It is. Yeah, you got me. No, it's not. It's actually an old Viking name.
Oh. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on.
Vermilion. Is it Vermilion?
It's not Vermilion, no.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
You can actually pronounce it, so don't worry.
Popular
Augustus.
female Viking baby names. Hang on a second.
Janetus.
Astrid.
It's not Astrid.
Oh, that's
Freya.
a good one.
It's not Freya.
Frida.
What does it start with?
It starts with an E.
Oh, there's no E on this list. I'll be damned.
Ephedrine.
Erica?
Not Erica, but that's closer.
Okay,
I was close.
I didn't know Gertrude was a Viking name.
Gertrude is a Viking name, yeah.
Really? Where's my
That's a name for a camel.
Where's my Gertrude picture? Somebody stole my picture of Gertrude.
Who's Gertrude?
That was my great cat.
Jonathan is not going to be Camilla, no.
All right, now I'm pissed. I spent a whole show looking for my bell.
Every time I hear the name Camilla, I think of I hear a horse whinny. Thank you.
That is funny.
Oh, here we go. Here's the greatest cat. Yeah, right there. There's Gertrude. There's Gertrude. Okay.
Aww, that's Gertie.
R.I.P.
So I'll give you a hint. It means help, protection, snow. In Walish, it means snow. So it's actually also a name used in Wales.
Like whales, like the fighting whales.
So you're saying that whales name their calves? Never mind. Continue.
Is that what a whale baby is? A calf?
Yeah, sure.
So it's the female version of a boy name that is a Norse name that means help, grace,
Earl.
call.
Odin.
No.
Enema.
Enema. Is it enema?
I'll tell. It's Aira. So it is Eira. Aira. It's like the female version of Eric or Air.
Okay, but people are going to pronounce it all sorts of ways. You're ready for that, right?
Probably internationally, yeah, but in Norway, no.
Yeah, I was going to say in Norway, they know how to talk Norway in Norway.
Excuse me. Yeah. All
A
right,
lot
that's
of
fair.
people think it's Ida, but it's not. It's Ira.
Yeah, well,
Well, no, it's
If I
not
saw
Ira,
that-
it's Ira.
it's
you just said it wrong.
EIRA, era. You come to Texas and it's era.
Ira.
It will be. Just you wait. Just you wait. Okay, well.
Well, I people have asked me in Texas, and I told them, and they all got it down. Probably because I was there to correct them. But
What did you
they
think
all
of
know.
Texas, by the way?
What?
What did you think of Texas?
I love Texas. I feel
Yeah.
at home in Texas. It's
She
not my
likes the
first time
heat.
to Texas.
She likes the heat. Ugh.
I do.
But if you've lived at the polar ice cap for your entire life, you will.
I was sitting out in the backyard in my rocking chair in 92 degrees and
Ugh.
enjoying,
Was it humid while you were here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. The day I was flying out was the worst. Like, I
And-
just went outside for a bit and I was like all wet.
And you were in Houston.
Yes, Houston. Yes.
You were in the worst part of the state. No offense.
I like Houston. Stop saying that.
Well, I'm going to say it for the rest of my life. But
And
congrats. I'm glad you
took
liked
a
it.
short trip to Galveston. I went
I
to
like
the
Galveston.
beach.
Galveston's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I like Galveston. Galveston's where my family immigrated from. We have the immigration
Oh,
papers.
really?
They immigrated from Galveston?
No, to Galveston.
You just said they immigrated from
Yeah, but
Galveston.
they went from Galveston to Dallas.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could immigrate in the same state, but I guess you can.
I hate you so much.
Well,
Okay,
apparently
so-
a lot of people do.
Yeah. So, okay. Do we have any thoughts on Israel and Iran? I just don't want the United States to be involved.
It is.
It is. I already seen Trump say he knew when the attack was going to happen. I think I saw where Israel said that he signed off on it. I mean, what are we doing?
Okay, well, you knew that we were going to know.
I guess, but I don't want. We don't need to broadcast that, do we?
Why?
Because
I mean,
I don't
they're
want
an
to be.
ally.
I don't want to be involved on any level whatsoever. Maybe, I guess, to give the okay, because, Israel's going to tell them regardless of if we ask or not. But I don't know. I don't want to be, please.
Do you not stand by Israel at this point? I mean,
I
what do
stand
you
by
do?
Israel, but I'm not sending my kids there.
In theory.
Yeah.
I
How
get what
much do
you're
you want to
saying,
stand by
Keith.
it?
I'm just gonna say this because there's so much going on right now, and if you look to Los Angeles and what's going on over there,
Yeah, we got to talk
and
about that.
you pull the line through to Europe, and you see the parallel of what's going on Iran, Israel. Okay, so what's going to happen in Israel right now? What's going to happen to the Arab population in Israel that are Muslim? Are they going to turn internally in Israel? Yes or no? I don't know. I'm just asking the question. You look at what's happening in Los Angeles, you see what's going to happen in Europe. If we start to deport people, we're going to have the same type of rioting. And what's concerning to me is that we have a government here in Norway that says that, the attack from Israel on Iran they're not supportive of it. They're condemning it. And I'm thinking, you really want Islamists with nuclear weapons?
Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on.
It's just like a lot of things going on at once, and it's not positive.
I understand what you're saying. No, I don't want Iran to have nuclear weapons, but at the same time, I also don't want to go and fight a war over there.
No, but
our
I
kids.
am not asking you to go fight a war over there. I'm just saying that
Lindsey Graham is.
Well, that might be so, but
There you go. Hold on. Last night I posted this poll. Are you glad Israel launched attacks against Iran tonight? 58% said yes, it needed to happen. 42% said no, I didn't want this.
It was going to happen one way or the other. Iran was going to get and they're probably likely are still going to end up developing it, and they would have launched something like this is going to happen.
But hang on a second. Time out. Because I was doing some reading last night, and Benjamin Netanyahu, back in 1992, said that Iran was going to have a nuclear weapon within 3 to 5 years. So between 1995 and 1997. Now, I'm not saying that they're not on the precipice of having a nuke, but we've been hearing this now for 30 plus years that this was coming. I don't know that you need to launch an attack on them for what they might do. You can launch an attack on them for what they have done, which is align with terrorists that have infiltrated and attacked your country.
I agree with you on that. Like the whole they soon to be have nuclear weapons has been said for a long time. I do agree. There has been lies in regards to weapons of mass destruction that has kind of taken the trust out of anyone saying that about any country in the near future in the long haul. But Iran has been they have been financing terrorists
Absolutely.
all over the world, and also they kill people all over the world. Absolutely. I don't know if you know this, but there is the security police and I guess government looked into this when Salvan Momika was executed at his secret address in Sweden. At his secret address
in Sweden.
Yeah, okay. He burned Qurans, and Iran wanted him dead. Okay.
I wouldn't say there's. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know if it was a fatwa, but they for sure wanted him dead. And as they cannot find the killer, is already a cold case. But the security police went out and they did say that they suspected Iran to be behind this execution. So it's not every time if you burn a Quran or you're an anti-Islamist, they know who you are. If you draw Muhammad, they know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like Iran for plenty of reasons.
So here's
if you ask AI, if you ask AI, it says Iran maintains it does not seek nuclear weapons and has stated its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes like power generation. It's a signatory to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and has pledged not to develop a bomb.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
For a second. And Islam with nuclear weapons is the worst thing I can imagine. Because if you understand Islam and what Sharia and the Quran is preaching, you would know that it would be the end of you. And I know people can say, well, Pakistan has nuclear weapon, blah, 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 blah. Pakistan has no support and they're always at war with India. So
which is weird because they look alike.
Oh, God.
They do.
Yeah, and then they meet in Kashmir and fight it out. Would you support the U.S. joining Israel in attacking Iran? 85% last night and today have said no, the U.S. shouldn't help. And what I meant by that, the wording, I guess, is really important here. In attacking, as far as our fighter jets, our troops, our missiles, et cetera, et cetera. But of course, we've sold all of the things that they're using anyway. 15% said, yeah, we should go over there and help. Again, Lindsey Graham voting yes in that poll.
Well, that's the other thing. All the stuff, all the equipment and the weapons and the supplies we've sent over there to Gaza and wherever else we've sent them. Who knows how many of them are now in the hands of the Iranians? All the stuff. Look at all the shit we left behind in Afghanistan.
Did you know that you left bio? What is it called? Biometrics behind. You know what the
bioweapons?
The one you have for making passports, the biometrics in your passport.
Oh, we left that in Afghanistan?
Oh, yes, you did. Congratulations.
You're talking about the, I know what you're saying, but I can't think of the word here. Somebody will get it.
It's what you need to make make passports today.
The specifications and all that good stuff. I know what you're saying. I can't think of the word either.
Like the machine?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have the technology inside the
make fake passports because there's a RFID chip in those passports. Yes. And
now they send you a little like a I don't know if it's good or bad, but a little ID card when you get your passport. Have you seen those?
No.
It looks like a driver's license, but it's a passport.
So you don't have to drag your formal looking thing from home,
which is. It sounds good, but it's like having a chip in your wrist, which is really convenient at 7-Eleven because you get the Slurpee just boop on the way out. The problem is that they've got you, but it's the same thing with the little card passport because it's a national ID card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just if you had an RFID reader and you wanted to kill Americans, you could just look through those little specs and be like, "Oh,
ID card machines." Jonathan says.
Okay, so we could talk about death and destruction all day. California, obviously. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm very alert. I don't know.
Don't try to hold in a sneeze. You'll tear all.
There's
a big story about that.
Hold it in. I just sneezed.
It didn't sound. You didn't. You could have been bigger.
You will die.
Well, that's how I sneeze, Brad.
Okay.
I'm sorry if that offends.
We just need to make sure that it all comes out, because otherwise you'll end up tearing something. There's a big story about that. You could die if you're holding a sneeze.
That's not good.
We just care about you. We don't want to see anything bad happen to you.
Been sneezing like this ever since I got to Texas, and it's just continuing.
It's ragweed. It's ragweed.
Ragweed. Yeah.
And mountain cedar.
That I look at home in Texas. So I don't know how to interpret that. Does that mean that people want me to move?
You look at home?
Yeah.
You're looking at homes? What?
No, that I look like I belong there, basically.
Oh, you look like you're at home. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Were you wearing like a cowboy hat?
Uh-huh.
Brad, I have about 14 pairs of cowboy boots.
Okay.
I actually added a new
You might have a problem.
To my collection. I do have hats also, yes.
Now, are you going to move to the United States at some point? And if so, would it be Texas?
I don't know if I'm ever going to move out of Norway. If I was to move to the United States, it would have been Texas, yes.
I got you. Because I have a list of the most and least expensive U.S. states based on essential monthly costs like mortgage and rent and gas, electric, water, sewage, blah, blah, blah.
Alaska would be the cheapest one, right?
Oh, no.
Really?
I did a deep dive with Ward Clark on Alaska, and it is very expensive to live up there. They can't get anything there. It takes forever.
Hawaii.
All right. So your 5 least expensive U.S. states based on monthly costs. Let's work our way to the cheapest to live. You start 5th from the bottom: New Mexico, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Mississippi, and West Virginia is your most affordable.
I should probably do Mississippi.
Okay.
Do you know why Arkansas is so cheap to live in?
I'm afraid to ask where this is going. Oh, crap. Hold on. We just got a faux innocent what? Okay, so here comes the joke. Why is Arkansas so cheap to live in, Brad?
There's no joke. Because it's Arkansas, first of all. I mean, it's Arkansas. Well, I don't know. What do you think? I was going to diss Arkansas?
I feel like you
risk death.
You pulled the ripcord there on that joke. I'm sorry.
Did I? Did I? I don't know. Did I?
Let's see here. Oh, Jonathan says you should visit Florida next time.
I will. I've been to Florida twice, though.
Okay.
Yeah, if you like humidity, you'll love Florida.
I do like Florida, actually. I just like Texas better.
Okay. That's all right. So your 5 most expensive states, working our way up to the top. It's going to be Maryland, then Massachusetts, then New Jersey. Oh, that was a joy living there. Number 2 is Hawaii. And number 1, most expensive state. It's not Alaska. It's California. That
of course, it
likes to burn itself to the ground.
It's worth it.
No wonder they're peaceful protesting over there.
Peaceful protesting. That's right. Yep.
Leslie, I love it. I love Western, flag boots. That's absolutely fantastic.
Western flag boots.
Look at that.
When you have cowboy boots with the American flag on them. Come on.
Check this out. The largest employers by state. A lot of these are either hospitals or universities. 22 states. Walmart is your leading employer. I mean, they got the South covered.
For sure. I can tell.
Boy, they distancing themselves from old Christie, huh?
Yeah, they are. Funding.
Although she didn't say anything that I disagreed with.
Oh, I didn't. I just heard that she made a full page ad. Was it for the note? Was it for
it was just it was not that big. I mean, what she said in her ad, and she married the money too. She didn't even work for it.
Right.
Let's see. The ad is right here. Hang on a second.
How do you know she didn't work for that money just because she married for them?
Because she didn't work for the money.
And how would you know, Keith? What do you know she had to do in her marriage? What would you know?
Oh, gosh. Okay. So look at that. Walmart employs 1.5 million Americans. Wow.
That's a lot.
That's impressive. While you're looking for that, Brad,
I found it. I just don't know why it's not doing the thing.
Should I be looking at your screen down there?
Can you see that?
I cannot see your screen anymore.
That's weird. All right. Hang on.
Earlier I did.
The Gear Bear. I live in the best state. And I ain't telling anyone where, because California will move here and fuck it up.
Oh. I would like to guess, but I won't. because first target for Californians. I've gone through this. Colorado, they went and ruined that state. Now they're well on their way to ruining Idaho, and now they have gotten their talons into the state of Montana. And so they're just kind of roaming around the West, California, looking for Texas. I can't blame Californians for ruining Texas. I mean, they have their part in ruining Texas, but I think Texans have become so apathetic and just so trusting that, well, I mean, there's a Republican in office, so I guess everything's fine.
They're ruining Arizona for sure.
They already did it to Oregon and Colorado.
You know what?
I mean, Arizona is actually one of my favorite places in the U.S. I love Phoenix. I think it's absolutely fantastic place. I saw Tennessee on the list here as well. I haven't been, but one of my great friends live in Nashville, so I'm planning on going there at some point.
Okay.
But what really ruins Texas at the moment, Keith, is actually
the
Islam.
dicks.
No, it's Islam.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it. Yeah, and the fact that we've been asleep at the wheel. And we
like Europe, and for just as long as Europe, Keith, this has been going on for decades. So it's that same sneaky little thing, and
yeah, but by gosh, we're going to keep THC out of the kids' hands, and we're going to make sure that's illegal, and that's a priority number one with our lieutenant governor.
That continues to sit on Abbott's desk.
Just don't sign it already. Burn the damn thing and let's move on.
If he doesn't sign it, it'll just become law anyway, right?
Shit,
I guarantee that's what's going to happen. All right, what do we got here on your screen? Oh, that's her thing, right?
That's the ad.
Can you zoom in? Can you tell us?
You know what? It's never enough for you, is it? It's always more. USA.
Mm-hmm.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
We are a people of principle and honor.
Okay, I like it so far. This is from Christy Walton.
Christy Walton, full page New York Times. We honor our commitments and stand by our allies.
Whatever.
But and so again, but yeah, I can't argue. I mean, if we did, that wouldn't be a bad thing, right? I mean, it would be a good thing, but we don't necessarily do that. So that's kind of weird that she'd say that.
almost feels like maybe she's. Is that like a NATO reference?
Wishful thinking?
Ukraine?
I don't know what to. Maybe I don't. That's the weird thing.
All right. But it's okay. So far it's like all right, whatever. Okay, what's next?
Right. We defend against aggression by dictators.
Okay. Yes,
right.
but I'm sensing what she's putting down, and I don't like it so far.
I don't. Well, but what is she putting? You can read anything you want to in
that's
this.
True.
I mean,
that's true. I'm painting it the way I want to.
We uphold and defend the Constitution.
Okay.
Do we?
Yeah, right. That's funny. She put a joke in the middle for comic relief. What's
right. That? Yeah. We care for veterans and children. Do we?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Even I can tell that's a lie.
Right. We respect our neighbors and trading partners.
Oh, she's got a tariff comment there.
Is that what it is?
And that's a Canada-Mexico tariffs. Yeah.
We support a healthy national and international economy, community, and environment.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It's a lot of big words, though. There is a period at the end of this next one. I couldn't see it when I read it on the show this morning. We are the world leader trusted to uphold the stability of rule of law. She's missing a preposition or something in there. A and B. Do we?
Except there is no universal rule of law. And even though they tried to implement a universal or shall I say global rule of law, the United States is not a part of it.
Right. Yeah. I see what you're saying. It just doesn't, I mean, it's like saying we always do the right thing. Do we?
No.
And
nobody always does the right thing. Only a psychopath does that in his own eyes.
Wow,
Keith, I think she was looking at you when she said that, but I'm not going to.
I was not looking at Keith, and I was not looking at you.
Okay. We are the people of the United States of America. The honor, dignity, and integrity of our community is not for sale. Show up, attend your town halls, be civil. That's a nice wish list of stuff so I'm not sure what's the controversy.
Is she not funding some of these events though?
Who is this person?
This is
she slept her way into the Walton family. And got
no. To hear it from Rebecca, the story goes she worked really hard when she married
it was that one.
She was the
cashier. My gosh, you better be good in bed with those poetry
Thank
skills.
you. The website is 4 honor.integrity@gmail.com. And the views represented here are solely those of Christy Walton.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, there you go.
Again, is it? I mean, it doesn't mention Trump. It doesn't. Is this like a? Mm-hmm. I'm not that smart. Apparently, that I understand what is trying to be said here.
Can I just say though, if anyone in California could shed some light on this, I'm very concerned. While all of this burning is happening, that state, at least their House, passed a Bitcoin bill that if you leave your coins untouched for 3 years, then the state gets to seize them. I'm sorry. Some of us look at Bitcoin as our retirement. And how about we don't touch it? Are you saying that, like, I don't know the intricacies of this bill, but that sounds like trouble and it's headed to the Senate there. And I'm sure anything that'll bring money into the coffers will get past the Senate and the governor there.
I don't know if pregnancy gives you bad humor, but saber-toothed tigress saying Christy who made it just turned into a knock-knock joke in my head.
Wait, what am I missing? Christy who?
Knock-knock. Who's
the
there?
Walton.
Christy. Okay. Christy who? Christianity.
No, okay. No, I think it was Christy Walton. Wow. You're not drinking while you're pregnant, right?
No, I'm drinking soda.
Wow.
Sure you are. Okay, so
I got a really good knock-knock joke. Go ahead, Rebecca, you start it.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Who's who?
No, we don't. Just let him have his fun. That was good.
He did.
That was good. That's real good. I'm going to go and use that on Zeely here shortly.
You're welcome.
You're bullying the pregnant lady. I don't think this is cool.
Oh, no. All right. Write it down. 37 minutes in for her first bully declaration.
Right. I've only mentioned the cat once.
That's going to be turned into a drinking game with tequila once this pregnancy is over.
Wow. Okay. Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be a fun episode, everybody. Tune in about a year.
And when are we doing the absinthe?
We'll do that after.
Have you ever drunk absinthe?
No.
Oh, that's right. The Yahoo or the Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo and absinthe is supposed to be a good drink. But
yeah, you sent a video today, and that was interesting.
It's like, what is Yoo-hoo? I mean, Yoo-hoo is good. It tastes good, but what exactly is it? Because it's not chocolate milk, and it's like chemical soup. But it's good.
It sounds good.
Yummy. I mean, like, I loved Yoo-hoo growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep. Who didn't? Right.
With whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be great. I'm looking for. I really pissed some people off about a couple hours ago, and I'm trying to find. I wouldn't say piss them off, but I love having to think, about my positions that espouse out on Twitter or wherever. Because newsflash, I don't know everything. If you can believe that, I know it's hard to believe. But I posted a poll, and let's see what we're doing here. Hang on, I'm trying to get this thing to go. Besides the U.S. military, okay, here was a question. Here we go. Besides the U.S. military and Secret Service, I did have to change this because at first I put the military, but people made a good point. Secret Service. And now I would actually add U.S. Marshals, a few of them, based on something Steve Friend said in the comments, former FBI agent. And he explained how dignitaries would need protection, so you could deputize U.S. Marshals, or they could, local law enforcement could be deputized. Anyway, U.S. military, Secret Service, U.S. Marshals, no employee of the federal government should ever be armed in the course of carrying out their duties. And then, yes, disarm the feds. 71%. No, armed three-letter agencies, 29%-ish. So there you go. And a lot of people in the comments disagreed with my take. Brad, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but I'd love for you to share them because I did printed up a list of federal agencies that are armed, and I think it's fascinating. But let me hear your thoughts there, and then we can ask the foreigner what she thinks too.
Are foreigners' attitudes and I mean, do we really care? Do we need to know what she thinks?
Right. She could go and take a break right now and just come
back.
back.
American.
Look, when the Americans are done talking about America, then you can
seriously, like, you're just like treating me like I don't know what.
Okay, you know what? When I saw this at first, I don't think I saw the part about carrying out their duties. I think let's see. Do I disagree?
Okay, well, hold on. Let me give you all the information, and then you can respond, okay?
All right.
Because I have the list here of all of the federal agencies that are armed, and I realize this can be a nuanced answer, but and I'm being completely honest. I mean, y'all give me the feedback in the comments. Check you scroll down, whatever. I would love to be forced to think on this stuff. I really do. I mean, so here we go. And you could probably convince me as we go through these. I have not decided on any of these. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna add anything.
I feel like you have decided. I feel like you've.
Hang on, no. Well, yeah, I have, but I still want to have a conversation about it because you guys could change my mind. I could be John Kasich here and go back and forth. All right, so I put military, Secret Service, U.S. Marshals. Okay, see, I've already added a couple there, so let's see what else we can add. That's what don't change my mind, but let's see what we can add to this list because so help me, the IRS doesn't need freaking guns.
Oh, yes, they do.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Border Patrol?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody at Border Patrol or just those that are patrolling the border, like that are out there in case they come up on a coyote, right? I mean, I could see.
Well, hell no. There's some dicks coming across the border you might want to shoot too, just in case.
I mean, a case could be made, I guess. Sure. Yes. All right. Okay. How about ICE as they're going in to enforce immigration law?
Yes.
Why not?
All right. Very good.
It'd be kind of crazy not to be armed.
Secret Service, right? We got that one. Does the TSA need to be armed?
No. Hell no.
Okay.
Keep guns and keep sticks away from them.
Does the Department of Justice need to be armed?
No.
Why?
I agree. What do you think?
No. Why don't they need to be armed?
Why should they
be
the
Department
armed?
of Justice? Because
I thought they were trying to just enforce the law, not
exactly. They're
not going out there and unless I'm again help me to know, educate me. Mm-hmm. What am I missing here? I don't see Pam Bondi needing to.
I bet she's packing
in the course of her daily duty. And look, as a citizen, by all means, do that. I'm talking about as part of your job requirement.
Matter of fact, I think she should pose with her gun.
Okay. How about the ATF? Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
They should just go away.
Yeah. So therefore, no.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration?
They should just go away.
Again, remember, if the federal government sees something, a violation of federal law, then can they not tap the local law enforcement to say, hey, we've investigated, we got this, we need you guys to go and take care and go and detain this person and transfer them into our custody. I don't like federal agents roaming around the countryside armed to the teeth in all of these agencies.
Well, and Toby just said, do we remember Janet Napolitano buying up bullets when she was a cabinet member?
That's right. The stuff we forget, the stuff that we learn that blows our minds, and then a week or two later, we're too busy. We got to pay taxes to the IRS so they don't come and shoot us.
Yeah.
FBI, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You are, as Steve Friend has made a case so eloquently, you are an investigative bureau. You go and you do the investigations, and then local law enforcement can go and make the arrests.
You don't think in the course of their investigations they might need to defend themselves?
No, I think because if you're going to hold on a second, let's think this through seriously.
All right.
If you've got somebody that you feel needs a 6 a.m. raid, could you not call local law enforcement? And another thing that Steve has said is a lot of times the local sheriff has a run-in with these people and know them really well, and therefore would know how to talk to them and could go and take care of this. I feel like we need less federal employees armed.
These damn dangerous J6ers who, were all that they, you don't want to knock on their door without carrying a tank with you.
That's what I hear.
Those grandmothers will come out busting a cap in your ass.
That's what I hear. Federal Bureau of Prisons. A case could be made, I guess, right? If you're a prison guard, maybe. I don't know.
See, every time you say something like that, I think of the cops in England who don't carry guns, which seems like a really stupid idea.
Yeah.
Do the cops in Norway carry guns?
But keep in mind, I didn't say local law enforcement.
Right.
Keep them armed.
Do the cops in Norway carry guns?
Not really, but we have like temporary weaponization of the police, but they don't really carry. Like they have a safe in the car, and if somebody shoots at them, they have to go into the car, call for a code, open the safe, get the gun out. Very efficient.
Oh my gosh!
But the cops in Norway shot a guy the other day. I mean, he stabbed a woman to death in broad daylight, and then they shot him in the leg.
Norwegian police officers don't.
Why in the leg?
Because they don't shoot to kill.
Because they're a shitty shot. They were aiming for his arm.
Just for the record, I want to give a shout out to one Brad Staggs for the Steve Miller reference. I heard it.
You're welcome.
The video is here. Hold on, I'll find it.
I don't know.
We don't have to watch it.
So, Department of State. Why does a State Department need to be armed? Why do those employees need to be armed? They don't.
Well,
the Bureau of what's that?
You go so fast. I'm
sorry. It's a long line because there's so many federal employees that are armed here.
Well, can't we say should they be armed, or we just get rid of the department? How about that?
Yeah, I like that.
Armed or erased.
So I'll just read through these and I'll just let you say yes or no. Okay. Yes, they should be armed. No, they shouldn't be armed. Or get rid of. Okay. Get rid of the department.
Erase.
Erase. Okay. Yes. No. Erase. Department of Commerce.
No, I don't think.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. Do they need guns over at NOAA to forecast the weather?
Sorry, I'm watching Rebecca and her cat having a moment. Where at NOAA?
At NOAA. Oh my gosh.
NOAA. It's been a long week. I'm tired too.
Does the IRS need to be armed?
Erase.
Okay. Erase, yeah. Does the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration need to be armed?
Why do we have one of those?
Right?
The what now?
The Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration need to be armed?
He doesn't need to be.
The United States Mint Police. You know, they print money over here in Fort Worth. I guess you got to have people guarding the building,
Mint police are going out of my head. The Mint Police.
I took them off the list, by the way.
Yeah.
Department of Education.
Erase.
No.
Erase.
Office of the Inspector General.
What is that?
What is that? I don't know what half of these things
are.
We need to get rid of these.
And that's the problem with the federal government. But generally speaking, they inspect things at the office. Office of
like boobs?
I don't know. Department of Health and Human Services. Oh, that's what we need.
Can we hold on? I'm going to go back to boob inspector.
Boob inspector is not on the list.
That's the FBI.
That's not a job that you get paid for, Brad.
Does the
that's okay.
Does the Food and Drug Administration
erase
employees armed?
No, they don't. Why are you asking these stupid questions, Keith?
Because it's making my point. Department of Agriculture, USDA. Oh my gosh, come on.
What are they for? What do they do?
Right.
I mean, what do they do?
Does the U.S. Forest Service need to be armed?
They run across bears.
Okay. All right. I like that. I'll give you that one.
Just saying.
But wouldn't that be the park ranger or?
They're in the Forest Service, right?
Park rangers need guns.
Okay. Office of Inspector General. I feel like I already said that one. Oh no. Oh my gosh. There's a Office of the Inspector General and Office. No, that's got to be a duplicate.
What?
Maybe it's a redundancy in federal government. Who the hell knows? One says
they wouldn't do that.
Right. Let's see. Department of the Interior. Again, don't we have the park rangers and the forestry?
Isn't that Doug Bergam?
Right. I'd like to see him walking around packing. That'd be awesome. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Are there poachers that we got to shoot? What are we doing?
Wait a minute. We have a Department of Forestry and Fish.
Yes, we do.
Why do we need different departments for fish?
Brad, look at me. Welcome to America.
All you're doing is frustrating the hell out of me.
Okay, but remember, I thought when we started this exercise, we disagreed. Do we still disagree?
It's such a broad statement. There are nuances. There are.
I agree. I'm not arguing with that. I agree. There are. As I go through this list, which I didn't do before I made that post.
Right.
Federal Reserve.
You baited us.
The Federal Reserve Police. Federal Reserve.
What?
That's not even the government. Why the hell do they have? Why are they federal?
Rebecca, would you agree with me that he is a baiter? That Keith is being a baiter? I mean, he's really good at it too. I would go so far as to say he's a master at it.
Does the Library of Congress need its own police force?
Oh my God.
What?
Fight this out as men. Where's the gorilla when you need one?
Oh, the NSA. They definitely need to be armed for when Edward Snowden is coming there.
I mean, just get rid of all of those departments. And no, they don't need to be armed, but you need to arm police. And you definitely don't need to arm people who are collecting taxes. Make them go away.
Okay, so
especially the Dream Police.
So I mentioned I mentioned the NSA. Okay, how about the Smithsonian National Zoological Park Police? What the hell?
What do they do?
The U.S. Okay, so we got the Capitol Police. Boy, those J6ers, you just never know when they're going to start parading.
Well, they've already proven that they're lethal.
Yep. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service. Are you kidding me?
I'm here to inspect your mail.
United States Supreme Court Police. Okay, I guess maybe we're protecting.
Boy, they're freaking worthless. They can't even stop a leaker from leaking leaks.
And the Veterans Affairs, they have their own police force as well.
I think veterans should be allowed to have affairs. I don't think there should be any. It's not that. Not
does the Bureau of Land Management? Does BLM? We see what happens with them. Okay, so let's go through here and see if we've added anybody here.
Jonathan, by the way, says the ATF is gay, so I don't think they get guns.
Absolutely. I don't think we added too much there. It was mostly just a few nuance additions. I'm going to stand by my original point, is that beyond the FBI, I'm sorry, beyond the, not the FBI, but beyond the military, Secret Service, and U.S. Marshals, and a few here and there like Border Patrol, maybe we don't arm federal employees. Just a thought.
No new ants?
What's up?
Huh?
What am I missing?
No, Saber-tooth Tiger said no new ants. Does she mean pants?
Arm the public, not the agencies. I agree.
Julie says, I knew he was going to say that.
We're not armed. We're not allowed to be armed. And you look how
we're dangerous. We're dangerous if we have arms.
Now, check this out. Exactly. Brad? Yes. And that, yes.
Yeah.
And that's the point.
That's the point.
Because you don't want to be raping people if you know you're going to get shot, right?
Uh-huh. All right. I want you to see now. This is Australia, I do believe. This is, you asked earlier, what do they do if they don't have guns? And let me show you. They do plenty. They do plenty without guns.
That is not real.
Oh, it's absolutely real.
Birds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to have a cat, and she would look out the window, and we just make these weird noises. And if I had a camera at the time, I could have had how many clicks?
They do that for flies as well, by the way.
1.5 million. What'd you say?
And they do it for flies and like insects too.
Well, they try to eat the flies.
Wait.
Thank God. Every time there's a spider, I just throw him at it and he eats it.
What do you mean they do that for flies?
They go
out.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
And that's how they that lures the flies in?
No, they're trying to catch them.
Oh.
It's just the bird gene that the gene that they have for capturing bird. But 16,110 emails is in my inbox that I haven't read.
Let's see. Do we have any other contributors over here to the?
I've got 14,887 in one and 10,676 in the other.
Oh, look at you combining. Okay.
So 24K.
Yeah, you and I are really similar. Okay.
Yeah.
How about this dog that can drive? You want to see this guy?
This is the world's first.
All right. First of all, the AI guy, the voiceover. We gotta get some variations here. Anyway, continue.
Driving dog, and he learned it in only 47 days.
What?
In New Zealand, there's a whole place where dogs are learning how to get behind the wheel.
Come on.
But the craziest thing is that these dogs are actually driving, not just appearing to drive like in some other videos you might have seen.
Right.
The driving school specializes in teaching dogs how to drive. This dog was the first one to learn how to drive a car, but there have been multiple dogs trained to drive since then.
Happening?
The car the dogs use is modified to be
Google this right now, Bradley. New Zealand dog driving school.
Friendly for dogs, making it easier for them to drive.
No!
But the dogs do everything from turning the car on,
Bullcrap.
shifting it into gear, and actually using the gas and brake pedals. Before driving a real car, the dogs need to practice in a driving simulator while sitting in this special chair. Once they've learned everything and know how to use a car, the dogs are taken to the racetrack where they not only drive straight, but can actually make turns. The founder of the driving school said that some dogs are better at driving than others.
No!
All the dogs trained to drive are abandoned by their owners or found on the streets. The goal is to prove that dogs put up for adoption are smart and deserve a good home. But this doesn't mean you can actually let your dog drive on a public road.
What?
Why not? What if I want to have 2 margaritas instead of 1 when I go to Texas Roadhouse?
Oh my!
And straight out of the gate, they're better drivers than your average Asian woman.
Okay. So, what did we find about the New Zealand dog driving school?
Well, they do have there is the driving dog YouTube channel, so I don't know if that. But you know what though? Hang on a second, because all of those videos look like they came from this. Do they not?
Yeah, good. White.
That's straight up. That. And guess what year this was 12 years ago.
Okay.
So by now this dog is either dead or he's moved on he drives school buses now. He's done very well in his career. That dog owns a limousine company now.
How do people?
I'm just going to throw this out there. This is going to be unpopular, politically incorrect in every single way, and probably a bit racist. But with that said,
oh boy.
Hold on.
Whenever
flag this, Gabby. Okay.
Remigration is not the answer. I'll say, yes, it is. Well, who's going to do the jobs? Well, we have dogs for taxi drivers now.
You're right.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything about them smelling better.
Oh, they do that as well. Yeah, that's true.
What? I didn't. What? Don't tell me you weren't thinking that. I didn't say smell better than what.
That's fair.
But we all know what you mean. Because the
I
people who need deodorant the most, they don't use it.
Hey, have you guys heard of baby camel talk? Because today's your lucky day. Watch this.
Faye. Can you say hey? Hey. Hey. Hey.
They look funny from the front.
There you go. That's what a baby camel sounds like.
Was that a camel foot? It was a toe? Could I see?
Good Lord, man.
What?
Check this out. Remember how we've been debating for, I don't know, maybe a month now about 100 men, or what was it, 100 men versus a gorilla?
Yep.
There's the final results. Look how close this was. 50.2 to 49.8. 100 men. Just barely.
But what? I mean, that's a theory.
Right. I'm just saying the vote. The vote went for 100 men.
What's the answer? What's the real answer? Who's going to really win?
I don't care. Ask Grok.
Would you how about woman who, and not just any woman, like crazy woman, just found out her husband was cheating on her? Would she win the fight against
like a
gorilla?
Viking chick?
Okay.
Latina woman finds out her husband's cheating. Would she win against the gorilla?
I gotcha. That's a good variable.
There's a bit of a kerfuffle going down on the old interwebs, man. Something about 100 fellas, just regular dudes, like Chad and Greg and their CrossFit buddies, saying they could take me in a fight, like physically. And I mean, why, man? Why would you want to throw down with a gorilla who's just vibing? I'm over here chilling, listening to some CCR, maybe cracking a banana now and then.
Thank you.
Come at me like I just canceled fantasy football.
Right?
Look, man, I'm a pacifist. Big fan of peace, love, and jungle naps. But let's just say, hypothetically, you do decide to come at me, all 100 of you, in cargo shorts and beer confidence. First guy, he's going to have a real bad time, man. Second guy, too. Third, he might stop and reflect on his life choices. Around guy number 5 or 6, the rest of the squad starts getting real contemplative, like, is this really worth it, bro? And by the time we hit dude number 30, man, I'm not tired. You're just emotionally shattered, weeping in the fetal position after vomiting on what's left of your buddy's torso.
Right.
See, you're not taking into account the psychological warfare, man. You ever see a guy fly 50 feet because he tried to punch a silverback? It's sobering, brother. Even Dave from accounting might just sit the next few plays out. And yeah, I'm big, real big, but I move like jazz, baby. And while you're all figuring out who goes next, I'm just waiting, breathing, thinking about bowling. But again, man, I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to abide. You leave me alone, I leave you alone. That's the jungle way, man. But if you insist on pushing it, this aggression will not stand, man. Just remember, it ain't about whether I'll get tired after 30 of you. It's about whether any of you are still hanging around after the first few seconds of bad decisions. Namaste, bros. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
He's right. Grok says no, 100 men would not reliably beat a gorilla in a fist fight. A gorilla, particularly a silverback, is incredibly strong, capable of lifting over 1,800 pounds and delivering devastating blows. Its bite force is about 1,300 psi. That is typically more than an angry ex-wife. And its thick skin and dense bones make it highly resistant to human punches. Even with 100 men, the gorilla's speed, aggression, and ability to withstand attacks would likely overwhelm an uncoordinated group armed with only fists. Many men would be incapacitated or killed quickly. Panic would hinder teamwork. While sheer numbers might eventually exhaust the gorilla, the casualties would be catastrophic, and success is far from guaranteed. Weapons or strategy would be needed for a realistic chance.
Fun. I love this stuff. I just love it. I love it. Okay, we've used a lot of these charts in the past. These are always fun. This is how people spent their time from 1930 to 2024.
I'll be back in 30 seconds, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, I'll miss you. So let's I want Brad to be able to enjoy this. He has to pee. Let's see here. I'm trying to find if there's something else here I can show you while we wait. Because I wanted to be able to see this too. I don't want to keep this from him. I don't want to keep anything from him. So I'm just let's just talk. Hi, Rebecca. How do you spend your time? With your family, at school, with your friends, your neighbors, church, a bar, college, coworkers, or online?
I mean, I'm introverted, Keith.
Okay.
So I spend a lot of time alone.
Okay. With the cat.
With the cat.
Okay. So here we go. This is 1930 to 2024. Just keep an eye there. Obviously, online is going to be 0% to start, but oh, how that will change. Wow, sorry. Why is this playing? There we go. Oh, wait a minute. I killed the audio. Could have done that while
you killed the vibe too, because I was like all into it and stuff.
Look at this. So nobody's on the internet in 1946. That's weird.
Weird.
There we go. So friends and family and school, co-workers are coming up, getting the workforce here. Bar, restaurant, growing. Okay, look at the bar and restaurant. All right, 70s. What up? Okay, wow, bar and restaurant gaining on family. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, family dipping in the 80s. Okay, co-workers are up there. Look at friends still doing. Wait, online. What's happening down there at the bottom? And here we go, coming around. Oh my
Whoa!
gosh. What in the hell? My friends are online, sucker. Holy crap!
Wow.
Oh no,
that is
freaky, right?
So how do you define what like spending your time online?
dickticklers.com.
Like right now, we're online.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I listen to podcasts and stuff when I do other stuff.
So should there be a podcast category here?
So yeah, so what I mean is like I do laundry, I clean, I do other things while I listen to podcasts.
Okay, I was just thinking that as you were saying podcasts, I was thinking, okay, well, what column does that go into? Mowing the yard, listening to podcasts, like where would that be here? Do these numbers all add up to 100? 63, 73, 81, 85, 89, 92,
I mean, it doesn't really like it would probably be like in family, you know, like the chores that you do every day.
Wow.
Or is this like it says co-workers? Like, did they exclude the work hours when they made this category? Is this just outside of work hours? Like, there's stuff here that I need answers to, Keith.
Well, and it's funny you should mention that, because then I thought, I wonder what websites. And and this is the same 93 to 25. These are those. It's the same graphic over here, but this is the different websites.
Hang on, I'm getting to you.
Doing the same thing. Can
you kill that audio? Oh, I got it. I killed it. All right. So, oh wow. Okay.
AOL, Prodigy, and we're in 94.
Look at Amazon. Look at Amazon at the bottom. I love it.
I can make this thing go faster.
Oh, MTV, even that was something before it got old.
Double speed.
Ugh.
They used to play music on MTV.
They used to do that. Yes, it was good.
No, stop it, Grandma.
How do I get rid of that thing? Here we go.
We don't believe you about
what is GeoCities?
I'll bet you'd like to know.
GeoCities was like a like you could design your own like blog or something, if I remember.
Oh.
Wasn't it? I thought it was like MySpace.
Maybe it was. I don't know anymore. Look at the right hand corner, the way the graphics used to look.
It's so funny, isn't it?
I miss those days. Remember last week we had the modem sound, Brad?
Oh, I was just about to say that. I remember going home from school and we were so excited. We went to the family computer. We turned on the little modem and you and then like you were online, right?
Do that again one more time in Viking, though. Do it in Viking.
Do it again. Do it.
Do it in your Viking voice.
What? This is my Viking voice.
Well, let's hear it again because that was pretty interesting.
Do it one more time. GeoCities was a free web hosting service. Oh. Guess who swallowed GeoCities?
I don't know.
You don't want to hear my answer. Continue, please.
Her name begins with Linda. Ends with Lovelace. Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Whoa, hey, hang on. You got that reference?
Wait, hold on. Amazon's it's creeping.
It is creeping. This is at double speed. By the way, we're only in 2003.
Yeah.
Lycos. Remember, there comes MySpace. And Baidu. Remember Baidu?
Baidu.
Ask.
How did Amazon get eBay though? Because I'm assuming Amazon is bigger than eBay now.
Oh, yeah.
big time. Amazon started off just doing.
Oh, there's MySpace. I was on MySpace.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Wow, it's
YouTube's merging here, huh? Weather.com. Okay, I see why people still, care about
weather's still going to be a big one.
Always.
Google is about to destroy the world.
Oh, look at Twitter.
What is Yandex?
I think Elon Musk should make Twitter and when Twitter started and then into like.
What the hell are you trying to say?
I don't know.
It's okay.
Well, Yahoo,
I have pregnancy brain and jet lag. Like
Yahoo passed Google? Wow.
How is that even possible?
That was in 2009.
Does anybody use Yahoo
16,
anymore? It's dead, right?
Yeah, it still exists. It's a news site now, though, for the most part.
Well, Google should die. I mean, it is just a tyrannic
Google should die. Wow.
YouTube is I wonder when did Google buy YouTube?
Yandex is it's an internet search. Yandex? I've never heard of it.
Must be a foreign thing, huh?
Pornhub has entered. Oh, MySpace took over.
Where's Pornhub?
No, it went out again. It's coming back. I'm sure it will.
I looked up.
There it is.
Careful how you word that.
What? Okay, what? Can you not spell out the word porn online? Will it flag you?
That's weird.
Apparently not.
Well, no, because I see what you're saying. You can't spell it. I got you. The founders of Yandex, by the way, were Arkady Voloz and Ilya Sekhanovich.
Look at Pornhub climbing, huh?
Look at it getting bigger.
Look at Yahoo shrinking. It got cold in
Yahoo
land.
Pool. It was in the pool.
What does videos mean?
10 years ago, Google was still. Oh, wow, check that out. Look at Facebook and all them just shrinking over the course of 10 years. That's wild.
Wow, that's crazy.
Google getting huge, growing in by leaps and bounds. Pornhub's still hanging in down there.
Mm-hmm.
What are video? Is that
must be like porn videos or something, right?
Got an asterisk.
What?
I think asterisk.
Why is that always saying everything have to just be must be porn videos? Why do you got to say that? I mean, I don't think that's...
Because we have an asterisk on the word porn. And
yeah,
so therefore
exactly.
We're just kind of using our powers of deduction.
Why is there an X by Twitter?
It is now X.
Don't respond to everything he says.
It's because it's full of porn, and it is.
What is?
It strangely is. There's some weird ass accounts on Twitter.
Yeah,
one of them was
at Real Brad Staggs.
I had a weird one following me for a while, like commenting on all my photos that I should be by a black man.
Can I see your feet? Show me your feet.
Wait. We need to get the picture of your foot ready there, Brad.
Oh,
because you tweeted out something last night. We got to talk.
I used to be, stretchy enough to like put my foot up, but now that I have a big belly, I won't be able to do that. I'm sorry.
Don't let me go down that road. Hold on. Why is this so fascinating? I don't even know why, but it's so weird looking at this.
The YouTube is growing again. Look at that.
I'm in a trance.
It is weird. Look at how it is dwarfed.
When did Wikipedia
now they're the same company, obviously. So those top 2 pages.
And there we are. There's the final. Oh shit.
See, that was lame. I didn't care for that. The way that
you didn't like the way that ended. It just walked away and didn't even kiss you goodbye or anything.
Yeah. Okay,
right?
No happy endings.
Right. It's just you feel so left alone. All right, let me go over to Twitter profile. There's me. Don't look at me without a shirt on, Rebecca. Stop it. There's Phil. There's Doc Kitty. See, he's looking. He's going, hey,
what's up?
What are y'all doing out there?
Aww.
Right, I know. There's John Voight. There's an idiot. Oh, look at the port. This is who is this? This is Rico, because it's National Corn Day. And
is it really?
Yeah, and there's
nice. That's cute.
Listen to it. Turn the sound up. You got to hear him.
Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, I got to hear this.
Isn't that cute? I mean, this qualifies as an animal video.
I love it
because it's an animal video.
Anyway,
there's my foot.
Wait, why is there? Why'd you block it out? So people don't want to look at your toes and like get turned on.
Yeah, hello.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm not going to let you look at my feet for free, you freak.
So what? Nice tan line, by the way. So what happened to you?
See, you're already checking. You know what? Stop objectifying me. I am more than a foot.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna put a foot picture up like that as well.
I'm much more than a foot.
And I have tattooed feet with a fresh pedicure.
You got tattoos on your feet?
I do.
Okay, seriously, that had to have hurt like a.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, because there's like bones there. But yeah, you didn't want to see my feet. Number one, number two, it was. Look at that foot. How much would you pay?
That would be negative money.
I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm talking to the cat. Where'd the cat go?
Okay, so what happened to you, bro?
Oh, I had a little thing on the side of my foot that had to be excised, like Satan was on the side of my foot, and yeah, I didn't want him on the side of my foot anymore, and it hurt. So because you get old and stuff starts growing on you, and it's just I
thought it was the opposite. When you get older, stuff stops growing the way you want them.
Yeah, that happens too. But then, there are medications for that. So then you can just, I just put some on my neck, and so it'd be kind of more numbish. But no, this is a weird foot thing. And my feet have always.
I don't like feet. I don't want to see feet.
I don't like feet either.
I don't want to think about feet. I'm not a feet guy.
I had the discussion with the doctor. I said, what in the hell is wrong with people who are out there going, hey, let me see your feet? And they were like, yeah, it's weird. I got some numbers for you. And I know in particular, Rebecca is going to love these. Okay. So let me get. Did it have to do with colostrum and feet?
Oh my
you could rub colostrum into feet, I'll bet you.
Oh my god. Ew. I don't know why that's so disgusting, but it is.
These are numbers worldwide, okay? Christianity. The percentage of Christians from 2010 to 2020, I think is what this is. Yeah. Percentage of world population, Christianity has gone from 30.6 down to 28.8. That's a loss of 1.8%. Islam has gone from 23.8% to 25.6%. That's an increase of 1.8%. And non-affiliated, as far as religion goes, 23.3 up to 24.2, an increase of 0.9%. Bottom line is the trajectory is terrifying.
The way you got that written, though, it looked like the second one was slam. I'm like, what the hell is slam?
Yeah, okay. And so I want you to look at the 33 and the 24. The average age of people in the world, I guess, is 33. The average age of the typical Muslim is 24.
Say that again?
33 is your typical age for non-Muslims in the world.
Mm-hmm.
24 is your average age for Muslims in the world. So that's cool.
It's because they keep birthing kids on our
and their average age is still childbearing.
I think it's so funny, not funny, but when people say children are being killed in Gaza, dude, there is only children in Gaza. Okay, they're all children.
Apparently all over Iran too. They hang out at nuke facilities, I hear.
I'm gonna have to up my game. I thought about this today. I'm almost halfway through my pregnancy. I need to have at least 2 more children.
Okay.
I just need a man.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't do it. It's not.
Rebecca's DMs are open, I believe.
Slide on in there.
So
the DMs.
Hold on. If I worked at this GameStop, this would have been me. This would have been me.
Ma'am.
Did you hear that? So they had the release of the is it the Nintendo Switch the other day? They had a big so you know what I'm talking about. They sold this new unit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not joking about anything. I'm just reading a story. So
no, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know the story.
A Switch.
So a Nintendo Switch is a
game.
I know what a Nintendo Switch is. I have one.
Okay, so they have a new one.
You have a Nintendo Switch?
My guilty pleasure is actually playing Super Mario 3 from the first Nintendo ever made. And they made a game for Nintendo Switch that it's kind of like the Super Mario 3, but you can play it on. Anyway,
Do you know the list of dudes out there right now? They're like, okay, I'll do the baby thing. She plays Nintendo Switch.
I was just about to say, guys, there's your icebreaker. Hey, so you want to play Super Mario with me sometime?
I'll be up 3 nights in a row, just like playing to get through the game. Final boss.
So
yeah.
Been a haircut.
Okay, so Rebecca's story about playing Nintendo is going to last longer than this story. I'm just saying that this right here would be me. These people wait in line for the midnight, release of the. They've been waiting forever. They've been waiting forever, right? And so they show up at midnight. They get lined up. And they go home and they're so happy to have their Nintendo Switch. They're brand new. And they realize, wait a minute. Why are there 2 holes? Oh, no. 2 holes in the screen of my Nintendo Switch. It's because the employee stapled the receipts to all the boxes and it scratched the LED screens because Nintendo packed them so close to the edge there.
No.
And now they have to wait months to get them replaced. And these gamer nerds what are they gonna do with their time? DM Rebecca probably.
Oh God, no!
There's time to make a baby in there somewhere.
Yeah. Now listen, I don't get.
Think about the extra colostrum you could be. You
Oh,
could sell that stuff on the black market. What?
Oh,
There's a big black market for colostrum out there. You could be. What do? I deal in colostrum on the black market. You want to buy some colostrum?
Look at the time.
You just have some faucets installed on those bad boys, and you're in business.
I think we all should get together and play like retro TV games.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you do that?
It's fun.
Where?
My problem is though that I get addicted very quickly, so I can't really game anything. But I used to be a big gamer. I'm just gonna say it. I used to game Counter-Strike, and I used to go to the parties to game against other gamers. I was such a nerd. I was one of those nerds you're talking about.
Past tense, y'all.
Right. Yes.
Totally was.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I gotta play this. The video of this girl here. I don't know what this has been a part of my stack over here for probably 2 months. And I think she's famous. I don't know her name, but she gets online and she talks about her Tourette stuff. So she suffers from Tourette. Right. And
I love to play Nintendo.
She basically educates people about her Tourette's.
I think that's horse shit.
Oh, so you think that was my next question? That's my next question. Thank you. Is this real? Is this just for the clicks? You tell me.
Hi. You are not the father.
Oh, hang on. It says Balin Dupree right there. Okay, sorry.
My name is Balin, and I suffer with a little baby wiener. God damn! I suffer with Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome is an involuntary motor and vocal.
Okay, can I just say
that is so annoying.
You don't have to put it on the internet, but here we go.
Disorder.
Hold on, can I just say, Keith, you don't have to play it on the internet either.
And what comes along with a little baby weenie? Santa has a little baby weenie. He told me. The one thing that comes with Tourette syndrome, and it's only in 10% of people who have Tourette's, is called corpulalia. Corpulalia, little baby
So you do this?
is the absence or vulgar usage of words that kind of no one wants to hear. However,
now be listening in the background.
Can I just ask one question, please?
Yeah.
How is her Tourette's personality British?
I don't know.
Tiny wiener.
Yeah. So
I mean,
stop asking questions.
Yeah.
Okay,
so in the background, the dog's getting pissed. You're going to hear an angry dog in a second. Okay.
These Vikings are always just so aggressive and just.
Thank you.
It really needs to stop.
Somebody had to say it.
However, they're involuntary. Hate. Double hate.
Hate.
Look at your forehead. Head ass. Christmas.
Okay, so that was hate, double hate. Look at your head, forehead, ass, or something. Hang on.
Terry. Hate. Double hate. Look at your forehead. Head ass. Yeah. Christmas tree. Head ass. Tippy top that wiener tap their rotisserie chicken. And again, that's only in 10% of people that have Tourette's. So it's not with everyone that has a little baby weenie. It's not with everyone that has Tourette's. Fuck you.
Button on that video.
Smash that like button, y'all.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. You know what? Just retweeting.
I like this question. Why does she say every other offensive word besides the N word if it's involuntary?
Right.
Okay, hold on. Just so people know, I am going to retweet that, and then somebody just asked. Somebody asked for that. The chart that I posted. So I'm right now, just so y'all
Tell
have
them
it.
to just go get it themselves.
Go get it yourself.
Lazy bastards.
Anyway, so there you go. So I just retweeted her and I retweeted the chart. So they will be waiting for you on my feed. So what do we think? Totally real? What's the story there? Like, oh, baby wiener, fuck you!
I don't buy for 1 second that like you have a British little no menu that's
or baby wiener.
Baby wiener.
Little baby wiener.
Little baby wiener. It's like
Santa tells me he has a little baby wiener too.
it's just ridiculous. It's like I'm gonna be a valley girl right now, and then all of a sudden I fuck you. I don't like you. Fuck you. But you know, like really, I don't.
Little baby wiener. According to Google, she has it. Kara says. Google never lies either. So
Well, yeah, we saw. I mean, you got to trust them.
saying,
They're the biggest webpage.
I'm saying she's got to have it.
I mean, Tourette's, people have Tourette's. Like I met people with Tourette's.
Did they have a little baby wiener?
They
hold on.
have a little British baby wiener in their stuff.
Do me a favor. Look up how long has Tourette's been around. I have a hypothesis working.
I'm gonna guess it's been around since people.
Yeah, let's see. Earliest case of Tourette's recorded.
Been around. Formerly described since 1885 by. This is weird. How coincidental is this? It was described by Gilles de la Tourette. How weird is that the dude with the name Tourette would discover Tourette syndrome?
I mean, it's a continual thing in history. I don't know how that happened.
How that?
Right?
Is he a Viking?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see here. Before we
125 years of Tourette syndrome. The Tourette Association of America, motherfucker. What?
Well, she probably Rebecca. She might have had to edit out the N-word stuff if she did that. You know, like
she wants to get clicks.
She wants to get clicks, not
right.
Destroyed.
But if you're out on the street and you have Tourette's, what's going to happen to you when you
don't wander through Harlem?
But real quick, I have to address this here. This is a little peek behind the curtain, but I don't drink wine because wine makes me cough, okay? And it makes me cough because it has sulfites. So sulfites make me cough. So if I have something, whether it's a beverage, or don't shake your head, Brad Staggs, or if I eat something and I start coughing, I quickly look at the packaging and I go, is this got sulfites? Mm-hmm. And so right before we went on the air, I was starting to cough. And it's like, what did I just had these granola minis. And so what you got something?
Yeah, I just had these granola minis, dumbass, and I was not supposed to eat them like that. What?
Little baby wiener.
What?
So anyway, the made good, because Carrie only gets like all natural stuff. I'm like, how could this have like preservatives and stuff? And these are the ingredients. So now I don't care about the cough. Now I'm like, how the hell does this qualify as granola? Okay.
Thank you.
Pure gluten-free oats, chocolate chips. Just wait for it. Cane sugar, unsweetened chocolate, cocoa, butter. It sounds all natural, right? Everything's natural here, but listen to this. This is granola. Cane sugar, sunflower oil, invert cane sugar, whatever the hell that is, agave syrup, brown rice crisps, dried apple pieces, inulin, tapioca starch, natural flavor, vegetable extracts. Here we go. Spinach, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes, beets, shiitake. Looks like shiitake. Shiitake mushrooms. That's part of a granola. Okay, I don't know. Spinach.
No sunflower oil. I agree, Jeff.
Is there some colostrum in there? Because I bet there is.
Oh my god.
What? Oh, like Rebecca's colostrum.com isn't going to be online in like 15 minutes. No, because it will be.
Okay. Let's go to the 8th grade test.
Spigots on those.
1912.
Before we were all
Before I heard you, before we decided to purposefully dumb down society, we had tests like this. 8th grade, Bullitt County, Kentucky. This was the exam question.
Hold on, 2 seconds.
Oh wait, you know what? This doesn't qualify. This is an American-centric question.
She's going over. She's right now at GoDaddy getting the Colostrum, Rebecca's Colostrum.com.
What is happening? Name the last battle of the Civil War.
Cashew butter, little Whole Foods chocolate that I brought home with me.
Oh, very good, very good. Oh, home with you. Okay, because I was about to say Norway doesn't have good stuff like that.
No, I brought it with.
You're exempt from answering this question, Rebecca, because it's about the American Civil War. Name the last battle of the Civil War, the last battle of the War of 1812, Brad Staggs, the last battle of the French and Indian War, and the commanders in each battle. Well, wait.
Say that one more time. The last battle of the War of 1812?
Civil War, 1812, French and Indian War, and of course
Gettysburg.
The commanders in each battle. No, not the last battle.
You said Civil War.
Yeah, not the last. Name the last battle.
Of the Civil War.
Yeah.
Well, they met at Gettysburg.
But that wasn't the last battle.
No, it was shit. Where was that? It was where they got together and they fought that last battle thing.
So you want to say Appomattox because that's what I would guess, right?
That
but
sounds
that's
right.
Not, that's not. It's the
Battle of Colostrum.
Yep, nailed it.
Thank you.
It was the Battle of Columbus, Georgia. And then it's like
no, it was not.
Yes, it was, and it goes through the. And one of the Confederate generals was the county I grew up in. I was like, oh hell, there it is. Major General Howell Cobb. It's got to be Cobb County. It's got to be. Let's see. So and then it talks about the battle. There was a battle in Texas, but technically the war was over. I mean, this is just so obscure, man. Like, and of course, Fort Boyer, Alabama, was the War of 1812. Duh. And the battle of Signal Hill was.
But give me the first 3 lines to WAP.
I'm hanging up now. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great weekend, and maybe we'll do this again in a week. I don't know. It just depends on if we can start to ban words from Brad like colostrum.
What?
And the Thursday deep dive. Oh no, don't do the bell for that.
Sorry, I can't.
Is going to be what is next? What's next? Project Gladio, right? Operation Gladio. The CIA. Not a good organization, should be disbanded and definitely should be disarmed. What were they doing during the Cold War? Holy crap. We're going to have a guest on to discuss that. That's Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern here on X. And, of course, these two hooligans will be back here as well on Friday at 3 p.m. I haven't already asked you. What's that?
I'm sorry. I was. Oh, shit.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. Are you going to
I'm sorry.
It's trouble.